was every single day when I finished the evening, before I begin the next day, especially because you're working from home, it's super important that you're organized, right?
Yes.
Because when you go to an office space that you drive to has a lot of built-in organizational pieces. It has basically, and we got a comment there. Oh, that's good. And I like that actually, what she just said. Debbie, positive habits are game changers now, 100%. So when you go to an office, when you're in an office building, there's these automated things that are in place that we never think about. It's where your desk is. It's where your copy room is, where your lunch room is, the receptionist person when you walk in. All these things kind of automate a lot of your process through the day. Now, when you work at home, you don't have those things. You're in your house. So there's certain things that you're going to have to do, habits you're going to have to create to put you on a cycle to prosper during the day. Now, for me, one of those things is the night before, I would basically plan out what my next day was going to be. So I would wind down through the day and I would write out and put in my calendar calls I have to make. I put in notes that I have to remember of things I got to work on tomorrow and have that all ready the night before. So when I walk in my office in my house for the day, in my home office where I work, right. Those things are in place just like that lunchroom is in place, the receptionist, your cubicle farm, all those kind of things. And so you have to, on each of these habits, it's important for each of these things, these habits that you put in your life, that you find what triggers that, what the reward is. So for me, just every night I just start doing it. And my trigger was that it would be the last thing on my screen on my computer before I shut the computer down for the evening. And the reward was always just the feeling of the next day.
Yeah.
That you walk in aware, 100% aware of what's happening. And I think that, thanks, Roland, by the way. He just said, Roland just said for us, great info. And I appreciate that. That's our key there though, guys. That's, you have to find what triggers your habit and what the reward is. And as long as you have that in place, then you have the abilities. And Debbie's so right, our co-author here. End of day organization in a few minutes to plan the next day, bring closure to one and set you up. And that's what it is. And what's cool about some habits, which I love about some habits, is that they're naturally rewarding, right? Some of them you have to find the reward, but some of them like this one is just, it's so beautiful because once again, you wake up in the morning and you don't have the confusion because one of the reasons, by the way, Whitney, that a lot of home offices don't thrive and don't succeed is because they treat it as just another room in their house. And they never really get to the point where they're saying, okay, this is really what I'm doing now. People are using it as a temporary thing, basically.